closer joining us right now. AJ, great to have you on, man. What a night. I know, hey, we'll get right into it. I first off, I give you credit. You're coming on right after the quote blown save, but you guys got the dub and you've got 15 saves on the year. So what kind of roller coaster was that for you last night?
Yeah, the team picked me up last night. That was good to see. I was able to sleep a little better last night. So, it was fun to see. It's been a fun year so far, and I'll just keep plugging along.
Hey, question for you here, man. Skip Schumaker. Talk to me about, his presence as a new manager. I played with Skip with the Cincinnati Reds. He was a great leader. Talk about his attributes to the team and what his daily message is every day for you guys.
He's been great. From day one spring training, he's just sent the message: just go out there, just keep doing our thing, and everything that we want to accomplish this season, if we just stay the course, we'll get it done and accomplish it. And he's been great. I grew up a Cardinals fan too, so I knew quite a lot about him. So it's pretty cool playing for
him. Have you seen his son play yet?
I haven't. He's had him out here a couple times playing catch, but that's about it.
He's an absolute stud, man. You got to watch video on this young man. When he was like 10 or 11, you see him on the field dropping bombs over the infield, and it was just absolute monster out there. So when you do get a chance, check him out.
No, we will for sure.
No doubt.
AJ, first of all, go Gators. Obviously I'm a Florida fan. Have you given John Jay shit about going to Miami yet and been like, hey, Florida owns you ever since I was there?
No, I haven't. I haven't talked too much trash to him about Miami, but the Gators had a pretty good year this year. They fell short, but that was a cool little run to see them go on.
For sure, you need to tell John Jay. I tell him this every time I see him, and Skip will jump on his back too. He's not a player anymore. He just needs to take his ass out in the outfield and coach. Because every day in BP, he comes in, takes grounders. He's running around the outfield, out shagging his guys. Like, tell John, dude, you're retired. It's time to move on.
Yeah, he makes my job easier out there, though, shagging those balls for me, so I don't have to get as much. So I'm not complaining right now.
That's a good point. How did you end up? You're from South Dakota, right?
Iowa.
How the heck do you end up at Florida?
So I was just kind of those perfect game tournaments, because perfect game started in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and they got me on a Red Scout team to go play in that big tournament at Jupiter my junior year. And I just went down there, played, and they saw me, and it just kind of happened real quick, and that's how I ended up there.
Hey, question for you here: Who would you say you mimic your game after? Is there a certain person that you tried, like when you were younger, you say, you know what, this is who I want to throw like, be like? And my next question would be, what do you go about your daily? What does your daily routine consist of before you're going to go out there and throw?
So when I was younger, I was always loved watching CC Sabathia pitch or John Lester. Those are probably the two guys I grew up watching a lot, left-handed pitchers. And my routine's pretty simple right now. I still go out in the first inning and just hang out. I've never really hung back in the clubhouse. Just kind of get a little bored in there. So I just hang out in the game. Then I'll do like a little move my body around the fifth inning, and then just do a couple of simple stretches, and then when my name's called in the ninth, get going.
What about Chris Sale? Lefty, you're slinging it, hide the baseball.
Chris Sale too. I've watched him a ton too, and all those guys. Because my arm slot in high school was kind of close to Chris Sale, and then college they raised me up, and then had some like arm issues, and I kind of 2 years ago, I dropped back down to where my slot's at now, and everything's been feeling really good. So that's how that happened.
Hey, do you think you guys have a playoff run in you? Do you think this team is playoff capable coming after the break here? Because what I'm seeing, you guys are doing awesome. You got a great club. What's the clubhouse going? How's everybody? How's the motto in the clubhouse? Everybody excited?
Oh yeah, no, it's an amazing atmosphere in the clubhouse. We definitely are looking to make a playoff run for sure. And every day we show up to the ballpark thinking we're going to win the game. So there's no games where like we always think we're in it. So it's going to be an exciting run for sure.
Who's the leader in that clubhouse?
We got a bunch of different guys. I'd say Rise. Rise he shows up every day, and he brings an energy. He's always loud, talking it up, and it's incredible what he's doing on the field. And he comes to the ballpark, chats up everybody, and makes sure everybody's in a good mood.
AJ, the one-run record, I know it's been asked a ton, especially in Miami by like the everyday reporters. It's at 21-5. Of course, you're a big part of that because the bullpen's closing out big dubs. What else have you seen late in games that has stood out that's made you guys so successful? Because one of my favorite things to give our guys shit for on this show is run differential. I don't really care about run differential because sometimes there's a game that'll mix in and it's like 18-2. And I'm like, cool, it counts as one game. I'm looking at one run wins, which I've seen from, say, the Seattle Mariners. They've been like the prime example. They called it fun differential the last couple of years because they didn't have the best number on those marks, but you'd look at them in close games and they're winning close games, clutch hits, and their bullpen shutting it down late. So what's your story?
Yeah, I mean, I know last year they're kind of on the other end of it. And, they kind of, in spring training, they're talking about that a little bit. And this year, I mean, I don't know how many comeback wins we've had also. I mean, we're never out of the game. Like the hitters, they're always grinding out ABs and always giving us a chance. And I think we have 20-some come from behind wins too. So, I mean, it's just been great. Everything's just going our way right now. I'm just going to keep it going.
Take me through last night when you guys then walk off Jordan Hicks. Do you feel for a fellow closer like that when the baseball's in his hand? Some of our fans watching right now in the live chat are like, ask him about Hicks because tough throw, it ends up costing them the game.
Yeah, well, I mean, I fucked up the PFP the right to the inning before, so I mean, I definitely felt for him a little bit, but like I said, him doing that allowed me to sleep better last night, so so it worked out.
Do you feel different going up against the Cardinals? Because you said you were a Cardinals fan growing up.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's definitely cool. I mean, I still think my rookie year, my favorite at bat was when I faced Albert Pujols for the first time. I was growing up being a big fan, but playing the Cardinals is definitely cool, and happy we're taking it to him right now.
Did you get him to sign anything, or did you get grab a jersey or any of that, or you're like, rookie year, I can't say shit?
Yeah, I didn't do anything. I just got him to double play and just walked off the mound. That's about it.
That's why he blew the save yesterday, because that's his favorite team, right?
Yeah, came right back though. Got him, baby.
Unbelievable. 28 years old, living in South Florida, man, or Miami, I should say. Yeah, South Florida. How's the nightlife out there? Are you chilling out? Are you trying to relax, or are you getting after it a little bit?
Yeah, no, I'm relaxing, but I got a girlfriend right now, so
she's sitting right next to you right now.
Yeah,
she's like, yo, you better say that, man.
Yeah, she's keeping me in line, so just focus on the game right now.
Do you feel like Miami's an advantage sometimes, the city itself, because it's distracting and
without a doubt, 100%.
You think so?
Oh
yeah.
My God.
Nightlife, one thing, and the other thing I was mentioning, we were talking about San Diego earlier, AJ, where there's a nightlife scene. It's not like Miami, but a lot of guys talk about getting out to the beach because it's like you get up and you're like, it's such a gorgeous day. I'm gonna hit the beach for a few hours with friends or just relax, and then guys are like a little more lethargic heading to the ballpark.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, Miami's a great city, especially coming from Oakland down to Miami is definitely, a great switch up for me. And but no, I've been enjoying the city, been enjoying everything, and it's definitely a fun place to be.
How do you feel about what's gone down in Oakland? Because you were there. We've spoken to a lot of your former teammates too, right? Like AJ, who have we had? Chris Bassett. We've had Luzardo from your side. Some of those guys that are like, damn. There was a lot of talent there, and in a very quick period of time, they're all dispersed around the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely. I mean, it's kind of sad to see. Just, because I did enjoy my time over there and playing for them, and but just all the talent we had, and I mean, the majority of that team could still be together, and if they just paid some of the guys, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it would have been crazy to see what could have happened, but. It is what it is, and I'm just happy to be where I'm at now.
Let me ask you this: pace of play. Are you a big guy? Do you mind what's going on right now? Do you love the speed up rule as a pitcher as well, knowing that you got ample time to get your pitch and get going? I mean, you're not out there too long. You're saving games. So, were you a guy that was slower pitching, or were you always like, give me the ball, grip it, rip it, let's go?
I mean, I was a kind of like a grip and rip it guy to start, but I mean, there's definitely times where I wish I can just step off and just gather my thoughts instead of just rushing and just getting the pitch and go. But I mean, the game's changing. It is what it is, I guess. I guess you just got to adapt to it, and because I don't think it's going to go away. So just yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
Hey, it's been a lot of fun watching your team pitch. So, who's the best pitcher? Obviously, don't talk about yourself. Who's the best pitcher stuff wise on the Marlins right now?
Stuff. Well, I mean, Luzardo's got electric stuff. He's mid upper 90s with those 4 pitches, and then we got the young guy Yuri out there doing his thing. He's been amazing to watch, and I was saying that's talent. And you can't forget about Sandy. Sandy's got amazing stuff too, and he's coming along here. And just a little rough start, but it's going to be fun to watch him just go out there and dominate the second half. And even Braxton, our starters have been amazing for us, and I'm saying all the guys in the bullpen got nasty stuff too. It's been a good team, and I'm just excited to see where we can take it.
That was a very mayor-like answer. You like mixed in all of your pitchers. That's fine. That's fine.
Everybody,
You're like, someone give me the roster. Let me go down. All right, so here I'm gonna like specify it. If you could steal one pitch from one of your teammates, which one would you steal?
I mean, probably Tanner Scott slider. That thing's 90-93, and that thing moves about 10 inches horizontal, I guess. It's nasty. He throws it hard, and it's definitely a tough pitch for them hitters to hit.
Damn, man, that's.
Do you miss starting? Do you miss starting?
Do I miss starting? Yeah, I mean, a little bit. I mean, the A's told me in the offseason that I was going to have a chance to start for them this year. So the whole offseason, I was just training to be a starter. I got my conditioning up, slimmed down a little bit, and then I mean, it was definitely always been a goal of mine to start in the big leagues. But I'm not complaining about the role I'm in now. I definitely love closing, and I never minded the bullpen.
What's the difference in the adrenaline though between the 5 days? You get a start every 5th day, or you're out there in the Marlins bullpen. You're out there. Used to be the Cleveland, or I don't know what they call the bar out there anymore. They got the music going. It's the 9th inning. You come into your crazy entrance. Is the adrenaline different than the once every 5th day?
I mean, yeah, for sure. But I've been trying to just calm that down, and I feel like I don't get too much adrenaline anymore. It's just kind of when I try to feed off that energy, I feel like I spray the ball more. So I just try to be more relaxed and just go out there and just almost think it like it's like the 6th inning and not the 9th, just so I'm not too amped up and I get the ball in the zone better.
I see you, AJ, because I've watched you for years. And actually, I was trying to find a picture. I just ran out of time. I did this like feature story. I think it was 6 of them. I was with like AJ, Dane Dunning. Who were all the dudes that ended up getting picked? Was Pete on that team?
Yeah, Pete Alonso. Yeah, a bunch of guys. Pete Alonso. Oh, my draft year?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete Alonso, Dane Dunning. I mean, Logan Shore, Buddy Reed.
Yep, they were both there. I think it was probably those 5 are with you. So, and Pete obviously was talking a lot in the interview. Buddy was definitely a talker too. Point being, back to the adrenaline part of being in the closer spot. I feel like I see more emotion out of you right now in a good way. Like I want to see from my closer, right? If I'm a Marlins fan, I want like a fist pump when I'm picking up a strikeout, or obviously when you pick up the save, right?
Yeah.
Give me a little something. Do you feel like you're more comfortable doing something like that? Because first off, your role in the game. You're coming in usually, right? In the 9th inning, it's a save situation versus a pitcher. You're not necessarily doing that between every inning like a Stroman or somebody. But do you feel like you're able to kind of show a little more emotion the way that you would want to and not keep it in?
Oh, I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, there's nothing like, closing out the game and just ending another team's chance of winning. And, I mean, definitely, there's definitely more situations where if it's a big game and we really need it, and you definitely feel a lot more emotions out there. And, but yeah, I'm enjoying it, and, I'm excited to see where we turn out.
Do you feel like the 9th inning is the same as any other inning that you would pop in as a reliever, or it's different?
Yeah, I mean, no, it's definitely different, because in the back of the mind, it's you got no more chances after the 9th. But in my head, I just try to keep it, just go out there, just get 3 outs, and go home. And just try to simplify my mind and not try to make too much of it, and just go out there and make pitches.
I want to know about Yuri Perez, your teammate. He's 20 years old. He comes up, and he's basically been one of the best pitchers in baseball since he's been called up. Dude's 20 years old. What's he like? Are you guys looking at him in awe? Is he super talkative?
Yeah, he's definitely talkative. He's always got his headphones on though too. He's always focused too. But I know being 20 years old, I can imagine me when I was 20. Just he's light years ahead of me. Maturity wise, and just what he can do with his body. Because he's a big guy too. He's 6'8", taller than me, and he just controls his body well. And it's amazing talent, and it's just really fun to watch him go out there pitch every 5 days.
AJ, I thought the tall dudes take longer to kind of figure it all out because the long levers, you got to get yourself down mechanically. The stories with like Randy Johnson taking forever to get himself corrected.
Yeah.
He used to throw the ball all over the place. Am I wrong there?
No, I struggled with the same thing too coming up. I just feel like it's taken me about this year and last year for my command to be really dialed in and know exactly what I want to do and where to throw it. And it's really impressive what he's doing. At 20 years old, come to the big leagues, he's so relaxed and composed out there. It just looks like he's out there just playing the game that he's done his whole life.
AJ, keep doing your thing, man. It's been fun to watch. Keep that run going for the Marlins. We appreciate the time, dude. Great talking to you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. AJ Puk, closer for the Miami Marlins.